Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Worst Possible Commander Show. I am here with my friends. This is Gina.
Hi.
And this is Ben.
Hello.
And this is Shea.
Hello.
And we're going to run some new Bloomburrow commanders against some old commander baddies in today's episode. Let me introduce my, I would say furry friend, but it's kind of a furry enemy, really. This is Wick, the Whorled Mind. And this is 3 and a black for a 2/4 legendary creature rat warlock. Whenever Wick or another rat I control enters, I make a 1/1 black snail creature token if I don't control a snail. Otherwise, I put a +1/+1 counter on a snail I control. But wait, there's more. For a Grixis mana, blue, black, red, I can sacrifice a snail to deal damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to each opponent. And that is how I plan to kill you all. Oh, but I also get to draw cards equal to the power of the thing that I sacrifice. So yeah, I'm gonna make snails, I'm gonna sack them at your face and draw cards. So this is a rat deck. I'm gonna play lots of rats and all kinds of rats with a side of snails, and my worst possible is to assemble, well, let me just spell it out for you. What if I had a Tarian Mauler? This is a changeling, so it's a rat and a snail. And whenever one of you would cast a spell, I put a +1/+1 counter on my snail rat. Then, on top of that, what if I had a roaming throne? I could name rat, or I could name snail. But whenever you guys play something, I'll get another +1/+1 counter on the mauler, and it'll get bigger and bigger. And then, what if I unleash fury and double the power of my rat snail mauler, and then sacrifice it to my commander and draw so many cards and be so powerful?
Wow. I was really hoping that having a snail would slow you down, but it's not. It's not, is it?
No. If anything, the snail has me really giving a shell of an effort.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Gina. What are you playing? What's your worst possible?
All right, to combat these rat snails, I brought Baylen the Haymaker, and we'll be throwing some haymakers because Baylen is a rabbit warrior, and we're gonna be making tokens. So many tokens, lots of tokens, treasure tokens, food tokens, creature tokens,
snail
all
tokens?
the tokens I can. Nope. What we're gonna do is once we make all these tokens, I get to use Baylen's ability, because if I tap 2 tokens, I add a mana. If I tap 3 tokens, I draw a card. And if I tap 4 tokens, I get to add 3 +1/+1 counters on my very good rabbit warrior and give him trample. So I'm gonna be having a lot of fun with my rabbit here. But my worst possible would be, what if I could get aura shards onto the battlefield? Anybody with artifacts have a problem with that?
Yes,
Yes, maybe
absolutely,
a little bit.
absolutely.
And then what if I had a god named Aldertak Deepest Foundation? Because then I'd triple my tokens and triple my damage. Could be a problem over here. Just saying.
That's a lot.
We're gonna hop to it on this rabbit board.
Well, that sounds absolutely terrifying. Ben, what have you got over there? I see an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, I sure do have one. I have Marchesa, the Black Rose. She has Dethrone. Whenever this creature attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, put a 1/1 counter on it. Other creatures I control have Dethrone. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. And my worst possible is Flayer of the Hatebound, which has Undying. So essentially for 2 turns, if he dies or more, whenever Flayer of the Hatebound or another creature enters a battlefield from my graveyard, that creature deals damage equal to its power to any target.
So if you bring back an army, you can just bang, bang, bang the face.
Yeah.
Look how Ben's got a gun. He's coming to flay.
Wow.
All right, from the flay to the Shea. What's going on over here?
Today I am playing Muzzio, Visionary Architect. Muzzio is a 1/3 human artificer, and he costs 3 mana. And he says if you pay 3 and a blue and tap, I can look at the top X cards of my library, where X is the highest converted mana cost among artifacts I control. I may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it onto the battlefield. then put the rest on the bottom of my library in any order. So today, this deck is built around artifacts. It's all about flipping the big boys. We're looking for the big boys. Prime example, my worst possible, Mycosynth Golem. Affinity for artifacts. My artifact creature spells have affinity for artifacts. You don't want to see what happens. You don't want to see what happens when this guy hits the battlefield. It's mayhem, it's madness, it's good stuff. Hashtag big boys.
Hashtag big boys, says Shea. You gotta respect it. If anybody is known for making the biggest of armies and killing us with them. I've never heard of this commander, and I gotta tell you, artifacts and mana cheating, I'm a little worried. I'm worried about the rats. Worried about I brought a rat to a gunfight. This is gonna be a problem. Oh my goodness. Our video today is sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com. Please use the promo code WORST at checkout to show your support for the show and get a discount. And please also check out Ultimate Guard with our link in the description, because those are the playmats and sleeves that we use for our decks. Are you guys ready? I think they're ready. Let's dive in. Let this nonsense begin.
1/1 on the draw. Sheltering landscape for my land. I would like to sacrifice it and go get a basic forest. My forest of felines enters tapped, and I pass the turn.
I'll draw for turn. Play a crumbling necropolis and pass.
Draw for turn. I'll play this Ugin's Labyrinth as my land for turn, and when it enters, I am going to exile a Cyberman Squadron with it.
Ooh, okay, so now it taps for 2?
Now it taps for 2.
Ooh, okay.
Wouldn't it be cool if I had a 2-mana colorless spell?
No, don't be Blake. Come on.
It's just a 1-mana colorless.
I will take he.
And then I'll pass for turn.
Okay, that kind of a game. Tap Xander's Lounge, pass.
Untap Kitty Forest. Draw. I'm gonna play 3 Tree City as my land for turn. This is a new land and it is super cute. When it enters, I get to choose a creature type. I'ma say rabbit. So there's an ability where I can do 2, tap it, choose a color, and add the amount of mana of that color equal to the number of creatures I control of that type. So if I get a lot of bunnies, it could be really good.
No, rabbits.
Got him.
You didn't want to choose warrior?
Nah, bunnies.
Nah,
Bunnies.
no rabbit.
In the meantime, I'll just tap 2 for Felwar Stone
Oh, nice.
and pass.
Okay, I'll untap, draw. I will play a choked estuary tapped and pass.
I'll untap, draw for turn. I'll play an Ancient Tomb as my land for turn.
What the heck is going on? All our lands tap for 2 since turn 1.
Then I'll pay for taking 2 from the Ancient Tomb to cast Machine God's Effigy.
Okay.
I may have it enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. There's no creatures on the battlefield. Womp womp. But I
Played
can,
around it, everybody.
but I can tap it for a blue.
You got 5 mana over there.
Yeah.
I've got 1. Untap, draw. I'll play a training center, and I'll play a Talisman of Creativity, and I'll pass the turn.
Cool. Untap, draw. I'm gonna play Ganjo, Seed of the Empire.
Iganjo.
That's a land. And I will tap these 3 for Baylen the Haymaker. Baylen will be looking upon the battlefield in anticipation of the tokens to follow.
Nice.
Nice.
And I pass now.
Okay.
I'll untap, draw for turn. Play a Shadow Blood Ridge for turn. I'll tap 3 and play Mahati Emporium Master.
I'm sorry, Mahati?
Mahati?
Who's Mahati?
Mahati.
At the beginning of your end step, create a treasure token for each creature that died this turn. He's a 3/3.
Huh.
He's a cat devil. He's a cat.
Whoa.
But also a devil. So.
Oh.
That is very, very accurate.
And I'll pass to Shea.
I'll untap.
Shay.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I'll begin by paying 2 for an Arcane Signet. Then I will tap these 2 for a blue each and my Ancient Tomb for 4 total, taking 2 from the Ancient Tomb. I'm gonna cast Muzzio.
Wow.
He's here. Okay, so using the 1 floating still from the Ancient Tomb, I'm going to use my Voltea key to untap my Arcane Signet.
Nice.
Nice. I'll pass to CGB.
Untap and draw. Morphic Pool. And I will cast my commander. It's Wick, the Whorled Mind.
Whoa.
And when this enters, I will make a snail. And whenever a rat enters, including this one, I make a 1/1 black snail token that I will name Gary, but is not technically named Gary. If I already control Gary, then I put a +1/+1 counter on a snail I control whenever a rat enters. I will pass to you, Gina.
Mountain. I am going to tap 3 cards for Takasia's Welcome. And whenever 1 or more creatures with mana value 3 or less enter the battlefield, I get to draw a card. This triggers once a turn. I think I have a creature. Tapping a forest for a delighted halfling.
Ooh.
Oh, drawing a card.
I'm jealous. But I taught her well.
I'll play another card. I'm going to tap 1 for Ragavan.
Ah, Ragavan.
And I'm done.
Everybody leave up blockers.
Untap. Draw for turn. Oh, there's my rock. Tap 2 for a Felwar Stone. Play a Sulfurous Springs. My land drop.
Sulfurish.
Sulfurous. I'll pass to Shea.
Okay, I'll untap. I'm gonna pay 3 for a Simulacrum Synthesizer.
Oh no.
So when it enters, I get to scry 2, and then it also says whenever another artifact with mana value 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token with this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control.
My goodness.
Yeah, it makes like the Urza constructs. Like every time she plays an artifact that's 3 or greater.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna scry 2 when it enters. I'll leave that one on top. I'm going to scry this one to the bottom. I'll play an island as my land for turn. All right, I'm going to pay 4 to activate Muzzio's ability, taking 2 from the Ancient Tomb. Let's reveal the top 4. Let's see if there's any juicy artifacts in there.
You scried to the top. There better be.
Yeah, right.
There's a Mirrorworks.
Okay.
Seems okay.
There's
Oh,
a
God.
Platinum Imperium.
Oh, like
dear.
that's not even what you scried.
Yeah,
There's an
that's
island. And there's a Traverse Eternity. All right, so 2 artifacts to choose from here.
big.
Yeah, we're gonna go for the Platinum Imperium.
Oh my goodness.
And these cards will get shuffled to the bottom of my library in random order.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
bottom 3 is so random.
gotta get it right. Oh my goodness.
So that's cool. And so when this guy enters, that's gonna trigger the Simulacrum Synthesizer. So I'm gonna make a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. All right, here's my 6/6 construct. I'll pass to CGB.
Okay, I'll untap with my 1/1 snail and my 2/4 rat. Draw. Play this swamp. Last time I played this card, it went well. So let's do it. It's Rhystic Study.
Whoa.
Then I will cast this Rat Rogue. That's the important part. This is Shoreline Looter. For 1 and a blue, this is a 1/1, and it can't be blocked. If I have Threshold, which is 7 or more cards in my graveyard, right now I have 0, then whenever this does combat damage to a player, I draw a card. So how does this work? Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Then discard a card unless you have 7 more cards in your graveyard. But if it says Threshold Dash, doesn't this only happen if there are 7 or more cards in my graveyard? Or are they saying I get to draw, discard, and then if there are 7 cards in graveyard, then I draw? We have searched the entire freaking internet for the last 10 minutes, and I've decided that we're just gonna play it as if this hits, it's gonna draw a discard unless there are 7 cards in graveyard, in which case it just draws. My lord, why did they make it this way? So, anyway, that's a rat. And do you know what happens when I play a rat?
Get a snail?
You get a snail?
I already have a snail.
Oh.
You get a 1-1 counter on your
Gary
Gary
gets a +1/+1 counter. That's right.
Gary gets buff.
Gary gets strong.
Gary's been lifting.
Gary is going to stay home and pass the turn to Gina.
Cool, thanks, Gare. I'm going to untap. Draw. There are a lot of fun options here.
Just the cute one. Yeah. Just do the cute one.
Well, the first is the cute land, Mana Confluence. CGB.
Yo.
You have a problem with some of the things on Shea's board.
Uh-huh.
I'm under the impression Ben is like cool with it and totally fine about it.
We gave all of that by.
Yeah, you should talk to Ben about that. You might want to ask Ben how he feels about Platinum Empyrean.
Well, basically, okay, my dudes.
Yeah.
Either one of you.
Yeah.
This deal is for either one, whoever wants it. So, I can do something about something on Shea's board. You can even choose which one if you want. But you gotta let me hit you with Ragavan so I can have a treasure.
Deal.
Damn, that was quick. I was about to say it too.
Yeah, not even close. Let's go. Let's
All
go.
That's a
Cool,
good
cool,
deal.
cool, cool, cool.
Whoa.
Great, I love
Do you have
this.
2 things to do to Shea's board?
But she only has one Ragavan.
I'll hit you next. I'll let you hit me next turn and do something else to her.
I've got one thing right now. I'll
Okay,
okay. If I have a way to like get another thing, I'll let you know.
Sure.
If we can continue.
Get ready
deals.
for the sequel.
Don't try to backseat politic, okay? There was a deal. I took it. I acted fast. Don't try to weasel your way in after because you feel left out.
All right. In the meantime, I'll be tapping for, including my little halfling, for a Witch Enchanter. And when it enters the battlefield, I get to destroy a target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls.
Oh, this is the thing I get to choose?
This is the thing.
Do you pay the 1? I got the Ristic Study.
Ben, the deal is still up for grabs if you want.
That's a triggered ability. I have to ask. I can't not ask.
That's so
I really wanted to play 2 things on this turn. You took away my ability to play 2 things
No,
on
I
this
didn't.
turn.
You just have to let me draw. What am I going to draw? A rat? What's the problem?
Fine, you can.
Thank
You
you.
can draw 'em. That's fine.
Do I still get sway over the Witch Enchanter?
Yes.
Platinum Empyrean. Platinum Empyrean, go boom. Away with that thing.
It's destroyed?
It's destroyed.
It is
It's
destroyed.
To the graveyard he goes.
Thank you, witch lady. Not you. That. All
I
right.
clarify.
CGB. Pow, pow.
Yes,
I
witch
hit you with the
lady.
monkey. I'd like to hit you with a monkey.
I will not block because we made a deal.
Thank you very much. And with that, I get a treasure.
I take 2 damage and I exile the top card of my library. You may cast it this turn. It is a land, so you don't get that.
Well, it was almost exciting. I'm going to pay 1 life with my Mana Confluence and tap my last 2 lands for 3 Blind Mice Saga. In the first setting, I get to create a 1/1 white mouse creature token. Yay!
Cute.
But do you pay the 1?
No, I don't.
Nice. I will draw another card. See, we're working together.
So great. Here's my blind mouse with a sword. He's been trusted with the sword, like that character in the Keanu Reeves movie who was so good at fighting and blind.
Hardball.
John Wick 4.
Yeah, like it's a John Wick 4 mouse.
Yeah, it is. You have a
So many stairs.
Uh-huh.
I'm so happy with this. This was great. I think my turn's done.
Except you trigger Takeshi's welcome.
You are right! I did! I get to draw a card because of mouse, and now I'm done.
I'll untap, draw for a turn. I'm going to tap 4, including paying 1 life for Sulfuric Springs to go down to 39. Because Dethrone will trigger if I'm tied for most life.
Tied with who?
Oh, don't worry about it.
You're intentionally hurting yourself.
Yeah.
But do you pay the 1?
I do.
Oh, okay, fine.
I'm gonna attack Gina for 4.
Oh, I will take it.
And I'll pass the Shea.
That's pretty smooth, Ben. That's pretty smooth.
Thanks.
I will untap. Paying 4, using Muzzio's ability. What's my biggest artifact? Is it still this guy?
It is now.
Yeah. Oh. 1,
Master Transmuter.
2, 3. Please be something good. It's not, it's a land. Okay, but I hit an artifact creature. So I will put Master Transmuter onto the battlefield.
That's a really good one.
All right, when this guy enters, my simulacrum synthesizer will trigger and I will make another token. Cool, another friend.
No, not cool.
All right, I got a 7/7. Seems like I should probably swing with that thing. We move to combat, CGB.
Yo.
This construct is coming your way. It's a 7/7.
Gary!
Gary!
Gary will block and die.
That makes sense. Bye, Gary. Then I'll pass the turn.
Untaps and draw. I will move to combat. I will attack Shea with Shoreline Looter, which can't be blocked. 1 point.
Looks like I'm taking 1.
And I will draw a card and then discard a card. I will discard City of Brass. Play Island. I'll cast Moth Dust Changeling. Now, this Moth Dust Changeling is, in fact, a changeling. Weird, I know. But that means it is both a rat and a snail. So it will trigger Wick, but I already control a snail. So I will put a +1/+1 counter on my new Gary, also known as Moth Dust Changeling.
Whoa.
Wow.
The technology. Then I will pass the turn to Gina.
All right. Untap. All right, I'm going to take 3 blind mice to the next stage where I get to create a token that's a copy of a token I control. I would like another mouse. Meow. 2 mice total.
That will trigger your welcome.
Yes, it will, and I will draw a card. I will play a forest as my land for turn, and then I'm going to tap 2 lands. Hey, y'all. How many artifacts and enchantments do you control?
Oh God, no.
Dockside Extortionist. Let's go.
1.
Shea.
2.
Shay's got a.
Hold
shit
on, while
ton.
she's
Yeah.
coming to terms with her reality, do you pay the 1?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
I'll play the 1.
Hey Shay, how many artifacts you got over there?
I got 7.
7?
Wow, that's so many.
Yeah, you get 10 treasures, Gina.
Wow. Booyah.
Wow.
I think the Haymaker is about to start throwing haymakers.
Jeez.
All right, I'm going to tap 4 for Benny Brack, Zoologist. This dude has Convoke, and at the beginning of my end step, if I created a token this turn, which I did, I get to draw a card.
So how about that Ristic Study?
Paying it.
with a life, right?
Yes. Oh gosh, she's really mad at me.
CGB.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack you with my Rabbit Warrior Baylen. It's a 4/3.
Just a 4/3.
Yeah, it's a 4/3.
What's that last ability? Let's see, 4 tokens for 3 +1/+1 counters, and it gains trample.
Yeah,
Oh my God, you've got 13 tokens.
not a big deal.
It's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. Yeah, I'm not gonna block. So, what you gonna do about it?
Well, I think what I would like to do is tap my treasures and also 1 mousey.
Wait, all of them? Honey, baby, honey.
I want to do the ability like 3 times, and then it could have 3 +1/+1 counters times 3.
Nice. So it's a 13/12.
Can I have a
Look
bigger
at
dice?
that.
Do you have to do this? Is this necessary?
I feel like that's what she would have done if she attacked anyone, but I don't know if I'm right, to be honest.
Wait, so it gets 9 +1/+1 counters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby, that's so much damage. Are you sure? You sure you want to do that to me?
Yeah.
They give him respect, the rabbit, you know.
I am scared though because he has a lot of open mana. This
I have a lot of open mana.
It might be incredibly
I have a lot of
stupid.
open mana.
Hey, it's worth it.
I didn't want to do this here. I really didn't want to do this here. Okay.
Don't do it
No,
then.
I have to do it. I have to do it. You forced me to. You brought this on yourself. I'm going to pay 2 and attempt to single target Cyclonic Rift Baylen the Haymaker. Return it to your hand and get all those counters off of it.
I don't have anything I can do about that, so I guess that happens then. At the beginning of my end step, I do get to draw a card. Cool. And now I'm done. Ben, I know you totally dug the play I tried to do there, so you're gonna like avenge me and like go get some CGB, right?
Of course.
Because of the respect that we have for each other.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna untap. Draw for turn. So much respect that I'll shock in this watery grave.
No! Oh no!
I'm gonna tap 4 to play a Blood Tracker. Flying 2/2, I can pay a black and 2 life, put a 1/1 counter on him, and when he leaves the battlefield, you draw a card for each 1/1 counter on him.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna swing all out on CGB.
Woo!
Turn that blood tracker around. It doesn't
Oh yeah,
taste.
sorry. My bad.
I got a question though. Do you pay the 1 for that blood tracker?
I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
Ah, see, no. All right, all right. So those got their +1/+1 counters from Dethrone.
9 total.
9 total. All right. Gary will jump in front of the 4/4 Devil Cat. Before damage, I will sacrifice Gary to Wick the Whorled Mind. And when I sack a snail, I deal damage equal to sacrificed creature's power to each opponent, then draw cards equal to its power. So each of you haters will take 2.
Yeah.
I will draw 2 cards. Gary will be remembered and avenged, and I will also take 4 points from Marchesa.
I'll pass the check.
On your end step, Ben, I'm going to pay 3, taking 2 from the Ancient Tomb to flash in Liberator Urza's Battlethopter.
Hello.
So it's a 1/2 with flying, and it says you may cast colorless spells and artifact spells as though they had flash, and whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast that spell is greater than Liberator Urza's power, put a 1/1 counter on it.
That's really good.
And when that enters, it's going to trigger the Simulacrum Synthesizer.
That's really good too.
I got a treasure from my end step from the snail dying.
Nice.
Gary's legacy. Stolen.
All right, I guess I'll move to my turn. I'll untap. I'm going to pay 2 with my Ancient Tomb to cast a Mycosynth Golem,
Huh?
which has affinity for artifacts, and artifact creature spells you cast have affinity for artifacts.
Oh my god. Okay, hey, would you like to pay 1?
Yes, I will pay 1.
Mm-hmm. So that entering all the things that happen.
Yes, we'll have another construct that enters. All right, then I would like to tap my Ugin's Labyrinth to return this exiled card to my hand. And the exiled card is Cybermen Squadron.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe, because of my Mycosynth Golem,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and cast the Cybermen Squadron for freezies because it has affinity for artifacts. And this says non-legendary artifact creatures you control have Myriad.
Do you pay the 1?
Yes.
And triggers?
And triggers. And I will make yet another construct. All right, so another construct there.
We're all dead.
Legend, yeah.
We're
I
all
just
dead.
realized.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and move to combat. And I'm going to swing at Ben with all of my constructs that do not have summoning sickness.
This is without getting rid of the Platinum Imperium. Jeez.
Yeah, that's yes.
Correct.
Woo!
And all of those constructs will have Myriad, so then there will be 3 13-13 constructs also going to CGB and also to G.
But they're not 13-13, are they?
Oh, because the Myriad triggers, they get
Jesus,
bigger.
That's right.
That is nuts. So, this is going to be 3 1919s for Gina.
Why are they already moving into their board?
Yeah, just, for visual representation. We got 3 for CGB, and then the original 3 for Ben.
So are we just all dead?
I am. I'm definitely dead. I have only got 1 blocker, so I'm out. How about you?
Do they have trample?
Nope, no trample, no flying.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and block. I'll block with the Witch Enchanter, Dockside Extortionist, and a mouse.
Makes sense.
Ben?
Before combat or damage, I'm gonna pay 2 life, really 4 life, to put 2 on encounters on them.
Sure.
I'm still short. That's too bad. I'll block 1 and take 38.
38.
Darn.
Well, good job making sure you die, Ben. Admirable.
All right, time for damage.
It's not a crater hoof, but it sure feels like a crater hoof. I'll take 38 and die.
38.
Oh my! She found a way to crater hoof in mono blue.
What the hell?
That's disgusting.
All right, and then lastly, I forgot about this little guy. I'll play a metal worker.
Just
You mean that little guy that also brings another big guy?
Yeah. That concludes my shenanigans. Gina.
shenanigans.
Wow. Okay. So I'm just gonna hang out over here.
No,
on
you
top
have
of my
fun.
stuff. I'm so excited at the challenge before me. This is gonna be great. Yay! I will draw my card, and I will go to the next step of 3 blind mice, which is once again create a token that's a copy of one I control, and I'll just make another mouse. And then that triggers Takazia's welcome, so I will draw a card, which will totally give me the answer to this. I'm going to tap 6 for a god. It is Ojurtak Deepest Foundation. It has vigilance, and if 1 or more creature tokens would be created under my control, 3 times that many are created instead. I'm going to tap Mana Confluence and my Felwar Stone for Springheart Nantuko, the Insect Monk, and basically it's going to help me make insect tokens.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to use Wooded Foothills.
And that's going to make an insect.
Oh, geez.
Yay!
But
But 3 of them.
that's going to make 3 insects.
I'm going to sack 3 treasures, bring back Baylen the Haymaker, because we are throwing some haymakers right now, aren't we? That's my only hope. And finally, I also want to sack another 3 treasures to play 1 more creature. That takes me down to 5 treasures. I'm going to play Kadira, Caller of the Small. She has trample, and whenever she deals combat damage to a player for each token I control, I get to make a bunny.
Oh.
Or 3 bunnies.
Oh my
Or
god.
3 bunnies.
Incredible.
And with that, I'll just move to my end step and draw a card. Shea, it's all you.
Perfect. Let's untap. Okay, I'm gonna tap my metal worker and I'm gonna reveal a sculpting steel from my hand.
Okay.
It's gonna give me 2 mana. Then I'll tap the labyrinth for another, and I'm gonna cast that sculpting steel. And I would like for it to be a copy of the Simulacrum synthesizer.
Yep. Another construct.
Another construct. And so since this is entering as a copy of the synthesizer, I'm gonna scry 2 when it enters. Those 2 are gonna go to the bottom.
So you paid mana this time for the sculpting steel, so that does put a counter on her as it's a battle thopter, liberator.
Right. Yep, thank you for that. Let's do this thing. Tapping 4, taking 2 from the Ancient Tomb. We're tapping Muzzio. Let's see what we got.
It's 11?
It's 11.
Jeez.
That's my biggest thing.
Oh dear.
All right, here we go. Spine of Ishsa. Audon Soldier. Gilded Lotus. Enroaching
Are
Mycosynth.
you taking notes, Ben? She does nothing but hit.
Thran Dynamo. Darksteel Citadel. Chromatic Orrery. What am I at now?
Even our lands are
You're
artifacts.
at 7.
7.
Yep. 8.
Mycosynth Gardens.
9.
Metalwork Colossus.
10.
Cityscape Leveler.
11.
Felwar Stone.
That's a lot of big options.
That is a lot of big options. All right, let's take a look at the big boys here. After careful consideration, I have chosen the Spine of Ishsa to be the artifact that enters with Muzzio's trigger.
What does that do?
So when it enters, I get to destroy target permanent. And I would like to target your god that triples your tokens.
The deepest foundation.
Yes. And yep, when that enters, that's a
I'm on it.
synthesizer trigger times 2.
So, that's being targeted to be destroyed. Mm-hmm. Any response?
While that's on the stack, I am going to sack my wooded foothills and go get myself a little land.
That makes sense.
All right, so that triggered the landfall of my Springheart Nantuko. So that means I get to make an insect, but I get to make 3 insects. So that means I have 6 insects. And when that happens, because of Decasia's welcome, I get to draw a card.
And lose 1.
Seems
lose
pretty
1.
good.
Yeah, and then I guess my god is gone. But thank you, God.
Actually, this is a pretty sweet card. It comes back onto your battlefield from the graveyard as a land.
Ooh,
A tapped land.
nice.
Is that a landfall trigger?
It is a landfall trigger.
What?
But it's just 1 insect now because the other thing died.
I still get a slightly bigger dice. 7 insects. Ha, ha, ha.
Ooh.
That's an interesting number because you have 7 constructs.
It's pretty inconvenient, actually.
Bugs versus constructs.
Yes. All right, these go to the bottom of my library in random order, so I'm going to do that. Gina, I'm moving to combat.
Okay.
I'm going to send 7 2020 constructs your way.
Oh no! That's terrible. Why would you do this?
I'm sorry, it's the game.
Oh, my heart. Gosh, I think I'm going to block with my bugs.
That makes sense.
Yes. Okay, before my bugs die, what I'm going to do is use Baylen's ability. I'm going to tap 3 mice and all my insects to draw 3 cards. And then my insects will die.
Splat.
Splat.
How did they stop to fight one little bug? They're 2020s.
I like to think it was almost on accident. Like they just were like stepping on him.
And then they felt
Sorry.
felt so bad they turned around and went home.
Exactly. They're like, oh, sorry, my bad. All right. Second main. I'm just gonna chill. I'll pass to you, Gina.
Oh, on your end step, I will go ahead and draw the card because of my zoologist, because I did create tokens on this turn. Untap. Ah, so many things. Upkeep, draw, and then that was going to trigger my 3 blind mice. We are going to the last stage of it, and my creatures will get +1/+1 and vigilance until end of turn. Huzzah! For my first trick, I will be casting Aura Shards, one of my favorite cards.
Oh, shit.
And then I think I'm going to need
That's a
some
good
creatures, so I'm going to make some room.
Okay, with Aura Shards on the stack,
Oh.
that is too deadly
Oh no.
for my deck, my artifact deck. So, I'm gonna cast a Fierce Guardianship to counter target non-creature spell.
Well, I guess that happens then.
Yep.
So that goes away. All right, I'm going to play Plains for my land. And when I do that, I'm going to create an insect. Hello. And when the insect comes in, I get to draw a card. I'm going to pay 1 for a soul ring. I'm going to tap 2 for Phineas Ace Archer. He has vigilance and reach, and whenever he attacks, I can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature I control that's a token or a rabbit. And if the creatures I control have a power of 10 or greater, I can draw a card. I'll tap a plains for an Esper Sentinel.
Oh,
I know that guy.
Yeah.
Lake would be furious.
All right, I'm going to pay 1 for the Mana Confluence, and then tap the other 2 for Anim Pakal, Thousandth Moon. So whenever I attack with 1 or more non-gnome creatures, I can put a +1/+1 counter on her, and then create X11 colorless gnome artifact thing. I don't know if we're going to do it. It's just there. I'm going to go to my end step and draw a card. That's all I've got. Have fun. And I'll just hang out over here.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see how this goes. Let's begin with a Blightsteel Colossus.
Yeah, for nothing.
For nothing.
For nothing. Jesus.
This is fair magic. It's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
That's gonna create 2 new constructs. Okay, gonna go ahead and pay 4 for Muzzio. My biggest thing is a 12/12 now.
Okay, get the extra value.
Let's reveal 12.
Luckily, there's all this space here now for you to use.
Yes, we got a Meteor Golem, a Darksteel Colossus, Mox Opal, Soul Ring, Land, Crypto Thrall, Buried Ruin, Island. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Triplicate Titan, Spellskite,
11.
and a Manifold Key.
12.
12.
I mean, you gotta buddy up the Colossi, don't you? Do ya?
I mean, I feel like she has.
Yeah, let's take a look at these big
This is
boys.
for up there.
Okay, the Meteor Golem, when it enters, would destroy something. If I am alive after Gina's next turn, then the Titan.
That's if I have a next turn. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're spending a lot of time being afraid of me, and you should just swing on me, and I don't know what's going on over there. What are you afraid of? I have a bunny.
A bunny that you
I have a bunny. I am barely holding on here, and I just want to be done. Will you stop?
All right, Gina.
Just
all right.
pick something. This one's probably good. I don't know. Gosh. Shea, come on.
All right, I'll put the Triplicate Titan out.
Oh
and
no, I'm scared. I don't know if I can get past the bunny rabbit.
This is a formidable bunny, to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. And Gina, you got tricks. You got tricks.
Yep, and you have mana. Yep.
All right, I will try to end this. As you said, you're just waiting to be done. Let's do it. I'm going to attack you with everything that I can, which includes 10, 20, 20 constructs.
Seems okay.
I'll just go in with it all. So yeah, those constructs are 26/26s because of the simulacrum trigger.
Shea,
Yes.
thank you for respecting me enough to come at me with everything you have. And now I'll just see if I can draw anything at all because I respect you that much.
Oh.
And this is how we have to do things here. I'm told that we fight till the end. And so we're just gonna finish it out and see if anything happens.
Let's do it.
So first, I'm going to do a Sokenzan Crucible of Defiance channeling. And I'm gonna be like, woo, mountain. And I'm gonna make 2 1/1 colorless spirit creature tokens. Haha!
Blockers!
Blah! Spirits! Woo! They're translucent but scary. Okay. When those enter, I can draw a card. Cool. That's great. So I'm gonna block all the constructs with all this stuff, but I'm saving Benny, I'm saving Baylen, and I'm saving Nantuko.
All right, fair enough.
So that's going to leave the Squadron and the Mycosynth Golem, the Metalworker and the Liberator, and the Muzzio? Was it the Commander? No, the Master Transmuter unlocked.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. So you are taking 13, but you have something first?
Yes, before that happens, I'm going to use some Baylen triggers to use my tokens on the way out to draw some more cards. So I will use my Mice and Insect, draw a card, and then 2 Spirits and 1 Treasure, draw another card. All right, so now the attacks have happened, and I've got a lot of creatures to clear off the board.
Yep. And then you will take 13 damage.
All right. There we go, down to 16.
And I don't think I'm going to do anything else this turn, Gina, so you can go ahead.
On my end step, I will draw a card. While we're still on your end step, I will tap some more treasures to get 1 more card draw while I'm at it. Okay. Okay, and now I will untap. I'm going to play the Prismatic Vista, and that's going to create an Nantuko trigger, and I'm going to get an insect back. And when that happens, I get to draw a card. I'm going to tap 5 for a Shamanic Revelation, draw a card for each creature I control. That's going to be 5 cards. So let's see if anything can happen here. Gonna keep drawing.
You also gain 4 life because Baylen's a 4/3.
You were right.
4 life.
I get to gain 4 life. Woo!
Whoa.
I'm going to tap 3 treasures over here so that I can draw another card. I'm going to sack my Prismatic Vista, go get a forest, and also make another insect while I'm at it. All right. I'm going to tap these 3 for Hop to It and create 3 1/1 White Rabbit creature tokens, and they are very, very cute.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. So I'm going to tap 2 so that I can use 3 Tree City to make 4 green mana because I have 4 bunnies. And then I will tap 1 more card to play Seedborn Muse.
Oh.
And so untap all permanents I control during each other player's untap step. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to tap rabbits to draw a card. I'm going to tap insects and another treasure to draw a card. I'm going to go to my end step and draw another card. And then I will discard a bunch of cards. I'm going to discard like all these lands. Just a pile of lands. Shea, hop to it.
All right, let's see.
When Shea untaps, you're going to learn why Seedborn Muse is great. You untap.
Oh, well, here we go. Here we go. I've never done this untapping together thing. That's kind of nice.
Enough dilly-dallying. Let's just go to combat, okay?
Get metal.
Get metal.
14 of them.
That seems like a lot. It's probably enough.
Yep. And hey, you know what? We're gonna swing it all.
Ooh, let's go.
We're gonna freaking swing it all.
Feeling strong, Shea.
Yeah, this is everything, and I hope to God that it kills you. I hope to God that it kills you, Gina.
You know what? Me too. But let's find out.
What you got? Let's do this.
All right, Shea, I'm coming at you with all my untapped mana.
Whoa, what?
All right.
Oh, so aggressive.
All of this for this March of the Multitudes.
Oh, God.
Nice.
I'm gonna make some white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. X of them.
What is that?
Of them, huh?
X of them.
How much
X
is
of them.
As
Good
many
God.
as I want that's X.
Yeah, let's get a count.
You didn't count it first. 40.
11.
Okay. You're gonna make 11 guys with lifelink.
Yeah.
Because I can't let you live. I just can't do this.
You got it, don't you? You always have it. What do you have?
I can't do this anymore, Gina. I am gonna cast 3 steps ahead and counter your spell.
Of course you are. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you have another counter spell? It's a blue deck. Why wouldn't she?
Always 3 steps ahead.
Yeah, what a
She was
great,
3 steps ahead the whole time.
what a great name for a counterspell. I love it.
All right. It happened.
So you don't have enough blockers to block some of the 20-some power things that by themselves would kill you. You are taking at least
Countless damage.
like a 100
If you want to
damage.
count it, you can go ahead. But countless damage. Let us know in the comments how much damage it is.
Was it 20?
Because that's what you are very good at in the comments. Counting things up.
Yes.
So she got it.
You have it. About time.
Wow.
I'm gonna need a nap.
Oh my gosh, I did not know where that was gonna end. Shea, you constructed a real victory.
I sure did. I sure did.
And we are back for the post-game wraps. My goodness, what a battle we got to witness. Just back and back and back and back until she died. But wow, staying alive. An absolute art form. We're gonna talk about the CoolStuffInc.com card of the game. My card of the game doesn't matter because I died too quickly to matter. Gina, you fought harder than I ever could in that game. What is your card of the game?
Well, I gotta give it up to my warrior, my rabbit warrior, Baylen. Baylen is awesome. Baylen let me do so much fun stuff. I really enjoyed making tokens and then using tokens to do cool things.
It's just an ultimate token commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wouldn't have been in it without him.
Ben, I would ask you what your card of the game is, but you also died too quick to matter.
I did, yes. Indeed.
But from the champ, what is your CoolStuffInc.com card of the game?
My card of the game is the Mycosynth Golem. My mana was a little weird, so this just kind of unlocked like unlimited power. I just was able to throw artifacts everywhere. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's free mana good.
It's so good. It's so good.
Oh my gosh, and digging 11 cards deep and making free constructs on every single artifact that entered over and over. You know what card of the game should be the construct token? I'm just
I mean, they did the heavy lifting, that's true.
You actually made it a question of who had the more tokeny deck against.
You actually did, yeah.
I think my favorite part was constructs versus bugs.
Those poor insects.
The awkward middle school dance.
I don't know how those insects kept those constructs from hitting your face, but
Well, ants can lift like so many more times their body weight.
That's true.
I believe it's 10 times.
well, guys, thank you for watching this episode of the Worst Possible Commander Show. You stayed till the end. That is the #1 thing that you can do to help the show. Now top it off. Hit like, hit subscribe, and check out our sponsors, CoolStuffInc.com with the promo code WORST and Ultimate Guard. From all of us here at the Worst Possible Commander Show to all of you at home, you're cool.